I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey, so about an hour or so from Princeton. I'm in a family of 5, so I'm a middle child. I have an older and a younger sister. Going to public school there, I saw people day in and day out that were just like me, spoke Spanish at home, came from a lot of immigrant strivers. I found out through Princeton and the entire college application process through my older sister, I'd say. I was able to learn about the process and sort of Questbridge, which is how I got here to Princeton, because I was a Questbridge match and she was also a Questbridge match.
I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I went to bioscience high school, and I think the biggest thing that prepared me from there is that it prepared me to be a learner, and that's definitely something I really focus on at Princeton, is pursuing every activity and every class where I feel like I can grow the most while I'm here and spend the most out of my time.
I'm from Yucca Valley, California, and finding Princeton was very much a kind of an accidental experience. I didn't really see it as much of a realistic option until I did the Questbridge program.
My college counselor was super supportive, and he understood my familial situation and really helped me discover the opportunities and what it would be like if I was at all of the top colleges. And I realized coming from like such a small high school where I had a class of like 50 students and was able to like have conversations and get to know my faculty members, I wanted that sort of small environment. And knowing Princeton was small and that I would be able to reach out to faculty members and talk to them really kind of guided me. You know, I was close to home. I knew I would have that financial security. I knew that I would have that like close interaction if I wanted to with faculty members. You know, it felt like I was in a good place and in a place where like I would be taken care of if I ever needed anything.
Financial aid was essential to my decision because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to pay any substantial amount to go to college. When I finally got the financial aid letter and it said that I wasn't going to pay anything, I was just blown away. It kind of just felt like a privilege to be able to have that experience because I didn't think that I would be able to go to a school that would cost over $70,000.
When I got accepted into Princeton through Questbridge, a couple months later, I got invited to Freshman Scholars Institute, so it's FSI, and it's an academic and community building program for first-gen low-income students prior to coming into Princeton, where you get a course credit and you get to take some like small mini courses in like other STEM fields so that you can get some skills and start building connections with professors beforehand.
Basically, that whole experience was just getting me ready to think, I guess, like a Princeton student does. The readings are hard. They're a totally different set of vocabularies and concepts that I had never engaged with before. And then also there were things that I wasn't good at, which was a change from high school. I definitely had to try a bit harder in order to make sure I was successful. As a first-gen low-income student, I've received a lot of assistance through the Emma Bloomberg Center and the SIFP program, and I had multiple head fellows who were able to give me their experiences and help me with navigating various challenges that come as a Princeton student, like getting internships or figuring out what Princeton is like, as well as help them acclimate to a very strange experience, especially given the difficulties of the pandemic and having to kind of learn how to do Princeton in a different way than anyone's done Princeton before.
I wanted to come to college and I wanted to make a community. Everybody in my school came from like 40 minutes in a radius around the school. So I really wanted to like form a community where I could feel like a family. And that's something I really worked on. I didn't expect there to be so many people in like mechanical and aerospace engineering who would enjoy such like small things, and that to me just seemed very like minute, but to them seems like the world. And that's the same thing for me. I see that with like all majors as well, how it's really like nice to hear when you talk to somebody about what they do and then them just talk about that one small thing that they really care about. And that's something that I really didn't even like realize, and it's really important to like meet a bunch of very dedicated and driven people.
You're constantly meeting new people, and I feel like that's the beauty of going to like a school that isn't super big but isn't super small either. Whether that's in the classroom one day you finally break that social anxiety and like say hi to the person sitting next to you, or just walking in the cafeteria and you like bump into someone you already know and like want to get to know more. It's not about that A in the class. It's so much more than that. It's about learning about who you are and how you learn and how you can make an impact.
I have grown so much as a thinker, as a student, as a person, and I didn't think that I was going to get into Princeton, but I decided to apply anyway. That's made the world of a difference.
We're already here. You know, you can just take the load off, enjoy it, and soak the moment in.